Hi everybody, Bernardo here, and today I'm going to take a quick look at a docking station from Inateck. This is a USB 3.0 to SATA 6G lay flat docking station. It's model number FD1006C. Couple specs right here. USB 3.0, 4 terabyte, which I assume means that it will support hard drives up to that size. It says it's dust proof and it supports 2.5 or 3.5 inch hard drives and solid state drives. Basically that means it will work with both a desktop hard drive like this one or a laptop hard drive like this one. And we're going to take a look at putting those drives in the docking station a little later on. On the back there's a few more specifications. It supports USB attached SCSI protocol if your host system supports that. This has some other things here. It's compliant with SATA 6G, 3G, and 1.5G, so pretty much any SATA drive it should work fine with. It supports USB 3.0, but it does fall back to version 2.0. Has several operating systems mentioned here, pretty much any recent version of Windows and also a Mac. It doesn't mention Linux, but in my experience, you have nothing to worry about since this is just a storage device. Linux supports those very well, and typically it's just a matter of plugging it in and it will be recognized just as it would on Windows or a Mac. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look inside the box. Here we have the unit itself, and underneath I have a couple more items. Let's get the box out of the way. Those items include a power adapter, a USB 3.0 cable, just a standard cable, and a little bit of foam here with adhesive backing. And we'll take a look at what that's for in a minute. So here's the device itself. We see on the back it has a place for the USB, it has a place for the power adapter, and it has an on and off button. Now this device actually looks a whole lot similar to another Inateck device that I recently reviewed, and I'm going to pull that out of the box. Now this here is actually a portable hard drive enclosure from Inateck. As you can see, it looks a lot alike. Each of them opens pretty much the same way. You just have a sliding cover that pulls off. Now the difference, this one's called a portable hard drive enclosure. This one doesn't mention portability. It simply is a lay flat docking station. Now this could certainly be used for a portable device. Possibly the reason it isn't sold that way is that it supports 3.5 inch drives, which aren't technically designed to be moved about as a mobile hard drive would be. So perhaps that's the reason why it's advertised as a docking station. Plus it's obviously bigger, and in the world of compact electronics, most people would prefer to carry something smaller like this if they're going to carry it around, say, in their briefcase. Where I see this coming in handy is if you want to do data transfer. Maybe you've got a new hard drive. You can slide it into here. You can hook this to your computer and transfer your boot drive, the contents of your boot drive, to this, and then put this drive inside of your computer and use that for your boot drive going forward. Another thing you could do with it is data recovery. Maybe you have a computer that has a failed motherboard and you don't want to fix it, but you need the data off of it. You could take that drive, put it in here, attach this to another machine, and recover the data. So if you're a technician that does a lot of work with hard drives and with computers, this would probably be a pretty valuable addition to your workbench. One other use for it, possibly just for the ordinary non-technician type of person, is just to add storage to a computer. Some of the cheapest storage you can get is a high capacity 3.5 inch SATA drive. So maybe you have a huge library of videos and you can get yourself a very large desktop hard drive, put it in here, and then be able to attach this to the computer and very easily move it to another computer if you decide to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put a hard drive in here. I'm going to start with a desktop hard drive. Looks like it just slides in there, and then the cover slides back on. I hear that it's rattling around a little bit in there, and that's probably because I need to make use of this piece of foam. So I will take it off of there and put it right in the middle of this. Now I see there's protective film here, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off just so it looks a little nicer. One of the things that separates this device with the one we looked at earlier, the 2.5-inch hard drive enclosure, is that this one does not have a power adapter with it. Now it does have a place where you can plug that in if you really want to, but you need to get that separately. The reason why a power adapter is not included with this product is likely that you rarely need it with a 2.5-inch hard drive because they don't draw much power, and typically your USB port of the host device is going to supply all the power you need. But that won't be true with a 3.5-inch drive. The USB will not supply power for that, and so you need a power adapter for that. So all in all, I think this is a pretty nice device. I'm pretty excited about using it in my workshop. I like the fact that it can handle both types of drives and that it has a high transfer rate. It'll make it pretty valuable for data recovery and doing data transfers. Thanks for watching this review, and hopefully it's been useful to you if you're looking into purchasing this product.